So today we have a few new releases from Arabiyat Prestige that I wanted to go over, 3 in total, 2 originals and 1 definitely inspired by, so let's get into it. First up, we have Arabiyat Prestige Cursed. So this is an apple-y type of scent, a crisp apple type of scent. It opens up with this apple pie note, but I don't think it's too warm baked apple pie. I still think it's on the fresher side. Maybe not as crisp as, say, fragrances like DKNY apple, but it's up there. Very sweet. You get this beautiful vanilla note in the base that kind of pulls it all together. I think it's fantastic. I would consider it to be feminine leaning, but technically unisex, and if a man really wanted to pull it off, they could, but I think it's feminine leaning. I think this is the kind of scent that if you just want a fresh apple fragrance that has a little bit of warmth to it, is not going to come off like sharp citrusy, but more like an overall well-rounded, slightly warm, but still fresh and not too tart, not like too sour, but more on like a maybe slightly microwaved Granny Smith apple type of vibe. That's what I get from Cursed. Very likable. This is like a love at first sniff type of scent. It's just, how do you not like apple, right? It's just one of those, it's easy. I do think that it's fairly linear. I don't think it really morphs into anything too crazy. So this would be great for layering if you want to add this into anything. Because it's a fresh apple, I also think that it's really well suited for warm weather, spring and summertime. So this one I actually really like. Next up, we have Forbidden. This is another original fragrance just like the Cursed one. And even though you can tell, right, apple packaging, it is very different from Cursed. This one I would definitely say is more unisex. I think if you were looking for a scent that a man could wear, it's this one. I still think that women could wear this, but it leans closer to traditional men cologne than for sure the original Cursed one does. So this is a rich, warm, boozy apple scent. I mean, the first note of this fragrance is cognac, so you get the booze immediately, but it's mixed in with that very sweet apple. It also feels warmer and like spicier, like a warm, spiced apple hot drink. Whereas again, the green one is more of that fresher green Granny Smith apple type of vibe. This also has a bit of cedar wood in here, so you're gonna get a little bit of a woody undertone. So you're gonna get a little bit of like a woody accord throughout the entire fragrance, but I still think it stays very sweet. I mean, they've even added in additional sugar in the dry down. If I had to compare these two, Cursed and Forbidden, to me, Cursed is the fragrance that you wear during the daytime. That's the vibe, a fresher, greener, apple, happy-go-lucky type of scent. Whereas Forbidden is that date night fragrance. If you like warm, appley, spicy type of notes, this one I think is gonna capture that for you. I also feel like if you like fragrances like Camera Kawa, or the Angel Shares, to me it's in that family. I'm not saying it is duping any of those. It's definitely not. They're their own fragrances, but it's in that family of warm apple fruit with some spice and a bit of booze. I would say actually more so Forbidden than Cursed. Cursed is not really in that vibe, but Forbidden for sure. I also really like the packaging and how it's on brand. The actual metal part of these bottles is very heavy and feels high quality. This part, the top and the bottom, of course, is plastic, but I like the overall feel and design of the bottle presentation for what they're giving. In terms of projection, I definitely get longer wear from Forbidden, the warm, boozy one, whereas Cursed is not, you know, a slouch. It's not like it's super light, but it definitely doesn't last as long on me as Forbidden. So I would call Forbidden moderate to strong wear, whereas Cursed, I would say moderate projection and longevity. Next up, we have Marasi from Arabiyat Prestige. So I was not expecting to like this fragrance at all. This was actually creatively directed by Daniel Rene alongside Arabiyat Prestige. You know that I don't like the original Angel by Mugler. I do like Angel Blush, and I think that Angel Nova is okay, but I've never been an Angel fangirl. So when I heard after receiving this that this was going to be inspired by an Angel fragrance, I was definitely nervous. I have never smelled Angel Stellar, so I cannot compare how close this is or isn't to the fragrance. Obviously, we have Daniel telling us that it's, you know, exactly the same. He is definitely a hardcore Mugler disciple, but I've never smelled it personally. But what I will say is that I was pleasantly surprised with this fragrance. The reason why I don't like the original Mugler is I've always felt like it smells very clashy. I've also always felt like it comes off too masculine. the patchouli with the chocolate. It just, I don't like it. But this is actually quite nice. They've toned down the amount of the original Angel in this fragrance, and they've put together these notes that give off a pistachio addition. So imagine the original DNA of Angel, but like maybe 3/4 of a cup of that DNA added in and sweetened up and toned down. And then imagine all of these notes that are put together to mimic pistachio. And you get a pistachio sweet Angel flanker, basically. It is lovely. Like, I would wear this. I probably wouldn't wear this right now in the warm months, me personally. I don't think I love the DNA that much to pull it off in this time of year. But for fall or winter time, I think this would be gorgeous, especially layered with other foodie, gourmand type of fragrances, other pistachio scents, even other almond vanilla scents like Dulzuda Vanilla Envy with this. Love it. So yeah, I actually really like this. And I think the bottle design is epic. I don't know what the connection is with the sailboat and Angel Stellar. Oh, maybe it's like stellar stars in the sky and with a boat. I don't know. But it's unique. It's intricate, so I'm not mad at it. You can pick the little top off and put it back together, so that's kind of cool. But I actually really like it. I think it's very good. Again, I cannot comment on how close or how accurate it is of a dupe to the original Angel Stellar, but just judging this as a fragrance on its own, I think it's quite good. Longevity and projection is also good. I would call this, again, moderate to strong. Very long lasting on my skin in terms of longevity. So yeah, big fan of this. If you are looking for something that is going to be close to Angel Stellar, I really would recommend checking this one out. So let me know, guys, if you have any plans on checking out any of these new Arabiyat Prestige releases, and I'll see you guys back tomorrow for our next episode.